Hello and welcome to Red Sports. What a victory! Finally, a brilliant match comes to an end. Of course, there were hiccups in the beginning, but in the end, India ended with a 59-run win. So it will indeed help their net run rate as well. Among bowlers, the spinners were pretty impressive. Deeply taking 3 wickets and Sneh Rana chipping in with 2 wickets. In the end, it when Pratika got a wicket and she got the opportunity to bowl. I think overall it was a good match where the middle order was tested, as well as all the bowlers were India could utilize all their bowling options, could give Pratika 1 or 2 overs. And at one point, when Chamari Atapattu and Hasini Pereira were batting, it initially seemed like Sri Lanka were on course to get the runs, but of course, India came back strongly as expected. 1 wicket got two, and some brilliant fielding. Of course, there was mixed because an easy catch was dropped by Kranti. But in general, I thought India was very good in the field. Overall, as the first game of the World Cup, I would say India has done well, and most importantly, to begin the campaign with a victory. Quite ironical that today Sri Lanka has lost against India, and tomorrow, of course, the Indian team, us, media, everyone will be moving to Colombo, Sri Lanka for the match against Pakistan. इंडिया को क्वालिफाई होने के लिए कितने मैचेस जीतने होंगे एटलीस्ट सी 4 आउट ऑफ 7 इज गुड इनफ बट 4 आउट ऑफ 7 अगर जीतेंगे तो आपको नेट रन रेट भी हाई रखना पड़ेगा सारे मैचेस में तो आई वुड से 5 आउट ऑफ 7 देखिए 5 में श्रीलंका बांग्लादेश पाकिस्तान तो आप जीत ही जाओगे आई थिंक सेना कंट्रीज में से 2 कंट्रीज को हराना पड़ेगा और वो थोड़ा सा ट्रिकी साबित होगा स्पेशली अगर हमारे टॉप ऑर्डर आज की तरह कोलैप्स करे तो फिर मुश्किल हो जाएगा सचिन चौधरी कह रहे गुड दैट आवर मिडिल ऑर्डर हैज बीन टेस्टेड टुडे एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट इट्स ग्रेट दैट आवर मिडिल ऑर्डर हैज बीन टेस्टेड टुडे anyway do you think India should bring in Radha Yadav in the 11 in place of all the bowlers bowled well if you're talking about batting, see, I think Radha Yadav can only come in if Aman Jot is not playing. If Aman Jot is playing, then your all-rounder position is already done and quite nicely done. Because pace bowling all-rounder is anyway pretty rare. So for the balance, I think it's perfectly fine that Radha Yadav, sorry, that Amanjot Kaur is playing. But what will be interesting to see is does Amanjot Kaur play against Pakistan? Ideally, you would want to save her for the more important matches like South Africa, England, New Zealand, and Australia ones. But you can bring in Renuka or Arundhati for Pakistan, especially because the Colombo pitch will be slow and will assist slower bowlers. मैचेस थोड़े जल्दी रखने चाहिए थे एब्सोल्युटली आई थिंक सेकेंड हाफ में काफी सारा क्राउड निकल गया था एंड अंडरस्टैंडेबल क्योंकि बहुत दूर घर भी जाना है सबको और पूजा भी चल रहा है तो इतनी रात को अगर मैचेस खत्म हो स्पेशली रेन डिले के बाद अभी तो 12 बज गए जब मैच खत्म हुआ है सो आई थिंक अगर और क्लोज मैच जाता और आप पूरा मैच बैठ के शायद क्राउड तब आप देख नहीं पाते क्योंकि बहुत लेट हो जाता तो फैमिलीज ऑब्वियसली जल्दी निकल जाएंगे सो कहीं ना कहीं हाँ 3 बजे के बदले आई थॉट 1:30 वुड हैव बीन द आइडियल टाइम बट इट्स ओके द टूर्नामेंट टाइम इज डिसाइडेड एंड no one can really do anything about it. Pratika and Harleen's batting was unacceptable and embarrassing at the strike rate. At one point, the strike rate was below 50. It was not embarrassing. It was Look, the point is embarrassing थोड़ा ज़्यादा harsh हो जाएगा. I think Pratika and Harleen both need to sort out how to rotate strikes. Both of them have the capability of doing that. It's not like they cannot bat, especially Pratika. You know, Snehashish and I were just discussing. And by the way, for those who thinking why is Snehashish not there with me, it's because Snehashish right now is in the press conference. Yeah, so getting back to the point, of course, Pratika is technically sound as well, so maybe she needs to find ways of getting the ball in the gaps and taking and rotating the strikes. I think something that started happening once Harman came out to bat, but was completely missing when Pratika and Harleen were batting. And this is not the first time. Had happened against Australia, and I have repeatedly said you cannot blame Pratika alone. Harleen too needs to find that way, and it often ends up that all the question mark goes to Pratika and Harleen gets saved because towards the end, after she has played 40, 45 balls, then there's a phase of 5 to 10 balls when she goes after the bowlers and she gets she gets runs, and then her strike rate improves. So you end up thinking, okay, Harleen has managed, but somehow Pratika is the one who is at fault. But that's not the case. I think both of them are at fault, and both of them have to find a way to score runs in the middle. Especially, they have to find a way to rotate the strike in the middle, because every not every day Amanjot or Deepthi or Sneh Rana will come and save you. Simon Mitra, not bad start for us. Again, one more big Sunday coming. No, I don't think the this Sunday is big. We have defeated Pakistan in number of times, and Pakistan women's team, yeah, maybe Pakistan women's team can be compared to the Pakistan current men's team. But Pakistan women's team has never really challenged India in ODIs. We are still 11-0 up. So I don't think it's a big Sunday. Yes, of course, since the two names involved, it will be made out as a big clash or a huge thing. In fact, since there is rain prediction in Colombo, I think I have been wondering that you don't want the India-Pakistan game to be washed away, because that's absolutely 2 points for you easily. So of course, I think. Anybody who follows women's cricket will know that Pakistan was never any Pakistan women's team was never any test for the Indian women's team, and it remains the same. So this Sunday is any normal match where India is supposed to win and get the 2 pointers. Shirish, both of you, please go safely to your hotel. Good night. Take care. Um, Shirish, thank you so much. Yes, we intend on going safely, but first we need to figure out where to get a cab, how things going to go. But there are plenty of people. It's Durga Pujas, so it's not like it's too. Um, it's not like there aren't anyone, and the best part is there are so many police officers out there. I'm sure it's pretty safe. Next, Trisha, আমার question now, please. Question করো তবেই তো নেবো। Question না করলে আমি কি করে question নেবো just लिखे दिले। अरे सबको सेव करेंगे तो खेलेगा कौन? I'm not 100% sure किसको सेव करने की बात आ गई। इनोका रणवीर के उस ओवर के बाद तो उम्मीद ही छोड़ दी थी आज, but great comeback by girls there on. Absolutely. Now it's Herman's turn to say there's no rivalry on 5th October. But there is no rivalry, guys. For heaven's sake, there's no rivalry in India Pakistan women's team. Pakistan women's team is not that standard. Pakistan women's team, even skill wise, Pakistan women's team is quite low for whatever reason, whether their cricket board does not invest in them or their domestic structure is such. But Pakistan women's team was never a competition. So all these just for political play. Let's not say that it's a big game. It's actually a game versus minnows, and you have to win it. If there is a hiccup in that game, then India should really question themselves. To be very honest. Pratika and Harleen, we know how they bat. It's team management fault to let them bat together at the same time. If Smriti gets out early, they shoot someone else. Then these two accumulate. If Smriti gets out, why not send Jemima at 3? Harleen and Pratika batting together is not a good option. Well, I think you know what. For the last 1.5 years, it's Harleen who has been batting at number 3. So now suddenly sending Jemmy is not something, it's not fair on Jemmy. But then again, I'm quite sure if Jemima has to do that for the team, she'll do it happily. And whether she can do it or not, whether she has the capability or not, the answer is absolutely she can, and she should be your number 3. I have no idea why is Harleen at number 3. Trishadi, do you think excessive bottom hand dependent, sorry, Deepti's excessive bottom hand dependent technique is hampering her range of strokes in death overs? Interesting question. I do think that that is the case. That kind of um, clutters her stroke play, and the range of shots become less because she's extremely bottom hand dependent, but also she has in the recent past found out ways of scoring, and is not only dependent on the sweep shots, which I think has come in handy. And one of the other things is she has started putting in price to her wicket, so she's not throwing her wicket away, which is another thing which has come good for India. So yeah, Earthling, do we stand? Sorry, what did I do? Do we stand a chance against Australia? Yeah, of course. We just defeated Australia, no? Earthlings, Trishadi, be safe. Yes. Yeah, Indians' real World Cup matches start after Pakistan. 4 back-to-back. Sena. Exactly. There you go. Priyanshu, you're correct. Simon Mitra. Why Renuka Singh not playing today? 11 लोग ही खेल सकते हैं ना, तो इस कॉम्बिनेशन में रेणुका का जगह कहाँ होता है? See, if Amanjot has to play, you will go with 3 spinners and 2 pacers. And if one of those pacers is Amanjot, then your other option is Kranti, because Kranti is absolutely, your best pacer right now. So yeah. Deepthi could have been a bit aggressive in the last overs. I don't think so, because Snehrana was hitting. I think she was fine. We just use the term aggressive because we feel like. For today's match, she was fine. Drone Krishna, was our bowlers in rhythm today? Do you think, or they were pretty average? Your submission, please. My submission? Anyway, I think what you're asking is if our bowlers were average. No, I don't think they were average. It's not like Sri Lankan batters can't bat at all. Don't take that away. I mean, Chamari Atapato has been ICC number 1 batter as well. Harshita Samara Vikrama has won Player of the Month. So it's not like they cannot bat at all. I do think that, yeah, maybe we weren't the best out there, but it's not like we were absolutely average as well. I think we did quite well. Uh, Kranti first spell was very good. Kranti, I think towards the end got a little tired because of the heat, and understandably so. But otherwise, it was good. Trishadi, tomorrow Australia versus New Zealand at indoor, expecting a very high scoring match. Tomorrow, do you see New Zealand beating Australia? Unfortunately, I don't see a lot of teams beating Australia. But yeah, New Zealand will give competition to Australia if that is what you are asking. But beating is going to be a little difficult. So yeah. Thanks for appreciating my question regarding Deepthi. Umesh Kumar, Harlinder and Pratika played so many dot ball. If they against top teams, yes, absolutely. India's top three batters should work on finding ones and twos. Yes, absolutely. I think the top three batters need to find a way to rotate the strike more, because even today, when Smriti Mandana did not get boundaries, she played a loose shot, but I'm quite sure she'll be back against Pakistan. That's about it. I think Snehashish and I actually have a flight to catch early morning. We are leaving for Colombo. It's a little tiring from one city to another. The match finishes, um, and immediately you pack and run to the airport, and then to the next city. We will be there in Colombo covering the India-Pakistan game, and from there to from there to Vizag to Indore to Mumbai and back home, thankfully. So keep joining, guys. Tomorrow probably we won't be. I was astonished to see ages of all bowlers. Yes, all of them, a number of Sri Lankan bowlers are 40 years old. Prabodhani is 40 plus. Um, Ranavira is 40 plus. So yeah, I think, but they bowl beautifully. One name that I thought was missing, Sri Lanka could have played, was Deomi Vihangi, but fair enough. I mean, it's better that they didn't play. Watch out for Phoebe Litchfield in this World Cup. Absolutely. I think what you guys should watch out for tomorrow morning is Lisa Staleka's interview in Red Sports, talking about the Australian mindset, because, of course, former Australian World Cup winner. Um, an all-rounder and absolutely superb player. I got a chance to sit and chat with her on the Australian mindset, on what, when the game is not in Australia's hand, what do they talk about, as a team? How do they make a comeback every single time? And much more. She also says that England might miss out on the top four. Why she has given the reason as well. Do watch. क्या इंडिया ऑस्ट्रेलिया को हरा सकता है? On a good day, yes, of course. Pavan Suresh, hi guys, hi. Shongdi Datt বিশ্বাস. Well, why this sudden slump in form for Richa? Is it the weight of expectations? I'm not 100% sure, but I do think that she's. Um, See, a few of the runouts have been unlucky, and today I think she was desperate to score runs. She was way too eager to go out there and show that. Sorry, guys, mosquitoes. Yeah, Suresh, we have got it. That Phoebe Litchfield will score. Priyanshu, Trishadi, how was the vibe in the stadium? Do you feel? Do you feel what? Do you feel, was it correct to give opener match at Guwahati? Of course, I think Guwahati, it turned up in numbers from 12 p.m. They they absolutely turned up in numbers. They were there, and loads of them were there dancing even right now. So kudos to Guwahati. What an opener! What opening performances! In the mid innings, of course, Shreya Ghoshal performed. So overall, I think it was fab. डार्क हॉर्स टीम कौन सी हो सकती है? मुझे तो श्रीलंका ही लग रहा था, अब पता नहीं. ड्रोन कृष्णा, will the India Pakistan match be tricky for India? Issue, no, absolutely not. Alan, you safe travels. How was the vibe? The crowd should be top 10 batsman. अरे भाई रुक जाओ यार, सीरीज खत्म. ठीक है, कोलंबो में जाके जब टाइम मिलेगा तब करेंगे. Uh, it was the highest attendance ever for a group game. Kudos to Guwahati. Exactly. Great coverage, guys. Safe travels. Thank you so much, guys. If you like the coverage, do like, share, and subscribe because, as you know, of course, ultimately any coverage is judged by numbers. So back us and share our videos, like our videos, subscribe to the channel, spread the word, tag Sneha, Ashish and me if you have questions, and of course Reps Force as well. And let's interact. Tomorrow probably will be a little downtime as far as Ashish and I am concerned because we'll be traveling the entire day. But of course, you guys are not going to miss out on women's cricket action because we have got Lisa Saleka's exclusive interview tomorrow morning for you guys on Australia and Australia's mindset. Why Radha was benched. There was no place for her. That's all. Uh, Travel safe. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, guys, we'll be wrapping up now. Thank you so much for joining in. Do join in again tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. is the Liza Salekar exclusive interview. Do watch it because we crack the Australian code, and in the evening or night rather, I think. Snehashish and I might come live for 10-15 minutes if, honestly speaking, if after the whole traveling and all, if there is even a bit of energy left, then we will definitely be coming back and doing the live. We'll try and do a post match if possible, if we aren't tired and sleepy. That's about it. See you guys tomorrow and keep supporting Dev Sports, keep following Dev Sports. Thank you.